Okay, welcome to Finance 311, Chapter 8, Risk and Return. Here we're going to be looking at the Capital Asset Pricing Model, CAPM, and we're going to use a problem from your homework. And that problem, let me get this to work, there we go, is problem 2. And in this problem, which I also have up here, we're going to be calculating the required return on an asset. This asset has a beta of 1.8. We have a risk-free return in the market of 5%, the risk-free rate, and a market return of 10%. We want to know what is the required return on this asset. Okay, here's your equation. R sub j is the required return on asset J. Capital R sub F is the risk-free rate of return. Beta sub j is the beta coefficient or index index of non-diversifiable risk for asset J. And RM is the market return, or the return on a market portfolio of assets. If you're not sure what these are, please refer back to Chapter 8. And here's our equation. We're going to take that risk-free return plus our beta times the difference between the market return on that market portfolio of assets minus that risk-free rate. And that's going to give us the required return that we would need on this asset in order to invest in it. So R sub j is equal to 5%, which is our risk-free rate, plus that beta 1.8 times the market rate, which is 10%, minus 5%, which is that risk-free rate. Okay. So the required return is equal to 5% plus 1.8 times 5%. Our required return is going to be equal to 5% plus 9%. That's going to come out to be 14%. So the required return on this stock, in order for us to be able to invest in it, would be 14%. Okay. So B, if investors have become more risk averse due to current geopolitical events, and the market return rises to 13%, what is the required return on that asset? So here for part B, we've got basically the same problem. We've got that R sub j is equal to 5%, our risk-free rate has not changed, plus 1.8 times 13 minus 5%. So 13% minus 5%. That's equal to 5% plus 1.8 times 8%. So 5% plus 14.4%. Looks like 19.4%. Double check my math there. Okay. So we would need at least a 19.4% return on that asset if the market return rises to 13. How does risk affect the required return on an asset? It increases it. Okay. How does it affect the value of an asset? The higher the risk, the lower the value of the asset. Okay. There's a trade-off here between risk and return, right? Okay. So if we get more risk, we're going to require a higher return. All other things being equal, the asset that we're looking at is going to have to come down in value. Okay. And that's problem 2 on CAPM. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day.